I'm a hustler on a mission. Grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, babe, they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
Yo, and another one. Gas, nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah. Fuck all that shit. We in the lit house. Yeah, the lit house. I'm lit. But you knew that already. Fuck that shit. Get paid. That's every single day. I am capital. Whatever you do, make sure you create a positive impact today and later. Fuck them haters. Get your paper straight like that. They trying to get me to play on the game, but fuck all that. I'm staying focused and doing what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And don't you forget, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas gonna talk about it. And fuck niggas gonna hate regardless. I promise you that. You feel me? And you see, we got another one. We just gonna react to the call. There's a lot of shit going on. Like when it comes to the reactions and shit, excuse me for doing that. Like it's flu season, you know, it been rainy weather, people got caught in the rain and spreading germs and shit, but we working through it. We got a lot of citric acid, lemon, and orange and tangerines and shit like that. Get over that shit. But yeah, we getting more consistent. Got a lot of different reactions I'm gonna be doing as a real nigga. We gonna be putting on real nigga shit, real nigga reactions. You feel me? We just gonna keep that shit solid all the way 100. You feel me? Just like that. And it was something else. Oh, happy Labor Day. Is that what it is? A holiday and some shit like that? Yeah. Let my shit grow out rough like Ross. I'm trying to get my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my shit get real. I don't know what the correct word would be, but I'm thinking of one that's voluptuous. Let my shit get real lustrous. Real, yeah, whatever. One of those. I'm bullshit. I'm probably finna cut this shit in a minute, bro. Nah, I'm lying. Hey, yeah, man, we chilling though. What's up? What's up? I'm lit. Are you lit? If you're not, you should be. But what the fuck? Embarrassing 21 Savage leaks prove he's a snake. Remember when he had that whole shit going on with the ICE shit? They were trying to deport him for some other shit. I forgot. I don't even know because they found he wasn't really from here. He was, you know what I'm saying, from out of there. They kind of snuck over here. They was, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And he got that shit cleared up, but then a little while later, like a year after that, they went to insinuate and shit. Like, matter of fact, even Wack had brought it up. Like, he was in some paperwork, like nigga 21 was on some paperwork talking to some shit. Anyway, I just remember that. And then I remember all that shit that came out about that. I remember the news came out about that before and then resurfaced again. Like, a lot of shit pop out and then go away. You know what I'm saying? People got their hands in that shit like this. But shit, man. When the motherfuckers want that shit to come out, they trying to distract from some shit. You gotta think it's some other shit really going on, right? And maybe that's what I need to put the focus on right now. Like, what's really going on behind the scenes? Like, it was like just a recent thing. Like, They were worried if President Trump might be dead, talking about his health and all that shit, right? But you know they got real deal clone machines. Like they clone people for real. Like Joe Biden was a clone a year and a half after he was president. That nigga been dead. They just ain't want a black female president to actually be the face of the country at that moment. They would have created and made it the United States look vulnerable at that moment for the few time, and it probably would have prompted certain shit to happen. That's why they do shit like that. But allegedly news. That's the allegedly news section. We're gonna get back right here to the reactions. Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. We're gonna get back to some real nigga shit, man. So yeah, we getting back to the real nigga shit. Oh, that's what we're doing. This ain't no. I don't want to even. I don't give a damn. Well, let's see what this shit about. Without any further ado, y'all listen to me. Now let's listen to Fool.
So the full 27-minute call between 21 Savage and Young Thug has just leaked. And it is embarrassing. It really exposes 21 Savage for being a huge snake. And it also exposes Young Thug for being a huge snake too. But yeah, this is just really not a good look for 21. It's not a good look for Thug. It's not right now. It's really not a good look for the whole of Atlanta. Sorry, I mean Atlanta. Okay, but I want to take you guys back to a simpler time, man. Let's go back to a better time, back when Atlanta was still Atlanta, back when all the best rappers were still collaborating, doing their thing, linking up, doing songs together.
And yes, he said Ratlanta.
21 Savage and
They're calling it Ratlanta now. I might just
Gunna and Thug, they
name some
were all
shit while I'm
jumping on songs, man.
covering
They were
and
jumping on
call it
songs like this one, Emergency. You know what I
Story
mean?
of
Even back then,
Ratlanta.
even Gunna was dissing the Rats. He said, when I really pull up, you gonna call the authorities. I run it up. Got to see who I can really trust because these dudes ain't for me. Who knows if he had a crystal ball and he knew how things would work out, because damn near everyone on this track is a complete snake. Okay, it's crazy. And on the song, they was talking on killings too. Come with it, we kill him, ain't no sympathy. All right. He said, when they bury his body, don't nobody speak. It was a simpler time, man. And even in 2022, right before the Rico dropped, Big 21 Savage and Gunna were linking up, doing songs together. This track I thought I was playing was from Gunna's Drip Season Forever. This was back when everyone was loving Gunna. This was back when a little bit of Gunna clout was the perfect thing that you needed. But that's all gone out the window, man. This full 27-minute jail call between Young Thug and 21 Savage is just leaked in its entirety. We've been hearing clips all over the internet, but I'm here to tell you this, just like the thumbnail said, all right? Shout out to Poetic Flacco. This is bad, okay? This is bad. So I'm going to run through the call. I'm going to play you all the most relevant parts. Damn near the whole thing's relevant, but I've picked out the best parts to play you. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to explain and give context to everything that's said, because that's what we do over here, okay? And again, this is a very bad look for everybody involved. And I think 21 Savage, there's some redeeming moments in this interview. I keep saying interview, in this jail call. But there's also some very embarrassing moments where it's clear that he is two-faced. Both of these guys are two-faced snakes, by the looks of it, unfortunately. Okay, and it starts off with Thug being a bitch, all right? Calling 21 Savage. The whole purpose of this call was to call him and say, yeah, I'm planning to drop the same day as Gunna. I need verses from you.
And, bro, I'm trying to drop an album the same day Gunna drop, bro. You need y'all sent you a song, put a verse on it.
So he called him up. He said, I'm going to need you to put a verse on this song, all right? I've got songs on my new album coming, and we're going to diss Gunna. We're going to go at Gunna. Okay, that's the plan. I'm going to drop the same day, all right? 21 asks him, when is Gunna supposed to drop? And Young Thug laughs. He says, I'm going to drop the same day. I can move his project around. I can do whatever I want because he signed to me.
When he supposed to drop? He dropped Friday. He think I ain't going to know he signed me. He dropped Friday for sure? Man, 100%. Friday. I can hold his shit back if I want to. If my album don't be ready, I can hold it back. But Drake already sent the song called, the name of my album, I'm going to drop my album on the same day he dropped, and it's called Business is Business. Then I'm going to drop an album the very next week after that. It's going to be a singing album, and it's called Love You Later.
Now, that follow-up album didn't end up coming out, and I don't think this plan really worked out the way he was hoping it was going to work out, man, because Gunna dropped his project, and it did very well. Now, just to give a little bit of context, okay, Gunna's album, A Gift and a Curse, ended up actually dropping on June the 16th, and Business is Business actually ended up dropping the week after on June the 23rd. And to give Thug his credit, okay, his project went number 2 on the Billboard charts, sold 89,000 units first week, all right? We can see that there. And Gunna's project actually landed at number 3 on the Billboard charts, did 85,000 units in its first week. So Thug had the ups on him when this happened, only slightly, but he didn't end up having it in him to drop on the same day. And interestingly enough, all right, 21 Savage, he sent in that verse. He was on the project. Okay, he was on 2 songs. He was on one song called Want Me Dead, which actually didn't include any disses towards Gunna. It didn't include any disrespect, but it was on the project. He did send in the verse. And another song called With the Racks. Okay, this one was quite a hard song. I had this on the playlist a lot. And on this one, okay, 21 actually did seemingly diss at least Snitches. He said, I put her up in a chokehold. They snitching and broke pole. All right. So low-key, he hopped on there. He rode for Thug. All right. There are a lot of Thug riders getting exposed right now. But he rode for Thug. But they went on to speak for a good 27 minutes, okay, just about the devious plans that Thug had to ruin Gunna's career. It was all planned. It was all orchestrated. None of this was organic. It was all orchestrated.
Shout out to Buddy right here, though, man. He be breaking that shit down, going through that shit. Real nigga shit, man. Real niggas appreciate you for their reaction and shit
On
to
purpose,
shit
out
like
of
this. But we all know about this call that came out. But we ain't had the extended version.
For what Gunna was doing. And 21.
So they got the also let you know, like, people be leaking shit on purpose. Like, this shit be promotion, like, because Ice Cube told you niggas, the same people that own the labels own the prisons, nigga. Anyway.
On Savage, to his credit, this is why.
So if I own a label that my artist locked up in, he doing some good and he trying to promote, I'm gonna promote my artist at the same time to get more money while he doing some shit from behind his bars and he talk about an album. Yeah, let's go ahead and run that play.
He's a two-faced snake. Okay. At points in this conversation,
Because they don't get that shit till they release it to them people.
He's trying to stick up for Gunna. He's saying, "Oh, Gunna ain't do you that bad."
They can't get it to.
And he's got the sense, the foresight of what I told everybody that Thug should have done, which is to give Gunna and get to this money.
You know
he's kind of sticking up for Gunna and saying, "Oh, you know, why don't you clear his name? You're going to own half of his career." Like,
process.
21 Savage, the snake that he is, he even says, "Yo, why don't you try and put Gunna in a really even word? Why don't you try and extort Gunna and tell him, look, I'll show my support and say that you're not a rat if you sign to me for another 4 albums and I get 70-80% of them." 21 Savage is a real snake behind the scenes, all right? This is very, very telling. And they go back and forth. And 21 Savage, he kind of changes his position. You can tell he doesn't really believe in what Thug's saying. But like a meat rider does, man, he lets Thug convince him. And then he's riding for Thug. And then he hops on the album and disses Gunna, man. So it devolves from there, all right? Basically, after this, we end up hearing Thug. He literally begs 21 Savage, right? He literally begs him, please, with him, please, bro, go to the studio and do this project, okay? And 21 basically tells him that Gunna, that Thug should have helped clean Gunna.
So how he a meat rider if the nigga begged him to do some shit? Hey, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get what like, you just threw that in there to try to make it like for the terminology or something, like, cause the way you niggas be using that term, like, y'all just be saying shit, y'all just be talking just to say it. Like, if the nigga actually begged him to do some shit for him or whatever, like, how the fuck?
His face up and taken the 80% of his career, basically extorting him. It's crazy. Listen to this.
Man, bro, please go to the studio and do the song, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna do it. I'm saying, I don't think you should play it like that, bro.
Why?
I feel like you should have just made that nigga come in, like cleaned his face up and made him come in more. Like, I need 80% of everything, 70%. I'm gonna tarnish your face card.
He said you should have extorted Gunna and said, I need 80% of everything or I'm going to tarnish your face card. That's what 21 is suggesting that Thug does. He told Thug, in my opinion, it sounds like he's telling Thug you should extort Gunna. You should dangle the freedom of his reputation above his head. Hey, Gunna came out of this on top, man. But as we're going to hear, okay, 21 Savage basically says, yo, you should capitalize on what happened. You should capitalize on Gunna. And he's speaking sense. He said, look, for all of this stuff that's happened, you might as well at least make money from it.
At the end of the day, bro, you did what you did, but we got to capitalize on everything we do in life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, saying, fuck a nigga, what that's really going to get a nigga for real.
Oh, definitely. You know, I still get 50% of a nigga album anyway, though, whatever album. but goddamn.
Yeah, but shit.
Right.
It's still just like, it's the money, though. Like, shit, nigga can get the money by telling the world, like, well, I told him to do that. Just cause, like,
Business is business.
See, Young Thug thinks he's the John Gotti of Atlanta, right?
Yo,
21 basically says, yo, look, you're getting 50% of the album. Money is money. You should get the money, and you should tell the world that you told Gunna to take that deal. Now, we're going to get to that later because we're going to hear a diabolical lie from Thug in this, and you can tell that he's playing. These are two guys that are snaking each other, okay? But Thug, he thinks he's a mob boss. He's the last of. He says, nah, business is business, all right? Business is business. I'm going to show him, all right? And 21 basically says, well, Thug, you can feel how you feel, feel however you want to feel. And he basically does break it down, and he sticks up for Gunna. He says, in my heart, I don't believe that Gunna really intended to hurt you. But Thug says, hell no.
But at same token, it's like, shit, you feel how you feel. I ain't gonna tell you how you feel. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't, in my heart, bro, I don't feel like Charlie did what he did with the intention of hurting. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he's just green.
He said that I don't think Gunna really intended to hurt you. I don't get that vibe from him, okay? I think he was just in a tough spot and he wanted to get out of there.
Hell no. Okay.
Listen to these little girly little laughs. Hell no. Thug's in prison just planning how he can ruin this man's life out of jealousy. That's what's going on here. Isn't that little diabolical laugh, man? It's embarrassing.
Hell no. Okay. Is it anything in the entire world? If me and you were locked up and I told you to do that, would you do it?
Well, we different types of niggas though. He ain't, bro. That nigga. He. I'm saying like we under loyalty different than probably what he do to a certain extent.
So 21's basically saying, Thug said, hey, if I told you to take that plea, would you take it? 21 said, nah, I wouldn't take it. I'm built different. We built different to Gunna. We don't earn our loyalty and our respect differently to how Gunna did it, all right? And so what you're going to hear in a second is 21 basically asks Thug if he's seen his brother Unfunk's plea, all right? And he says, I'm hearing that you told him to take that plea. And Thug says, on God. He merches it on God. Swears to God, I did not tell him to take that plea.
Man, but you seen your brother plea?
Well, definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, oh God.
That's a nervous laugh.
That's what he telling the street.
Man, oh God, he kept. On that same God, he kept. Man, he come in suddenly to take a plea and say a lie on me. Get me sitting out of bank. I mean, I was in jail. Man, I don't know. Bro, that nigga just broke my heart, bro. I can't believe that nigga, bro. What the fuck, bro?
He said his brother broke his heart. He can't believe he took that plea. But yesterday, on Twitter, he did a tweet and delete. He said, my brother would have rolled the whole trip out. But when them guys took the plea, I told my brother to take it too. He had just done 12 years, and I want to put my mama through that again. Free Unfunk. He's a liar. On God, he's a liar. On God, he's a liar. And 21 Savage is trying to give Gunna some bail and saying, why don't you just say that he took the plea? Who knows? This tweet could be a lie, right? Listen to the hypocrisy. 21 Savage said, why don't you just tell the world that you told Gunna to take that plea to save face and make some money? Thug says, F all that. Money ain't worth it to me. I want to bury this guy. I'm a hater. Now, whether or not did he merch it on God that he didn't tell his brother to take that plea? If he did, he's lying on God. And maybe this is why God is striking him down with these snitching allegations. Or did he take to Twitter to lie, to throw his brother some bail and do the same thing that 21 Savage said that he should have given to Gunna, but for Unfunk, who probably ain't making him a penny? Very, very interesting stuff. But let's get back to the call because it just evolves from here, okay? He says that Thug says he was heartbroken, all right? He was heartbroken about his brother taking that plea. On God, he would have never told him to take that plea. Cap detected. But 21 Savage basically kind of flips around, all right? The snake kind of wiggles over onto his belly. And he says, hey, I'm convinced. That's all it took. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm convinced. He says, drop the album. Drop the album on the same day. Let's screw over Gunna then. Why not? I'm convinced after 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, drop the album. I forgot about that.
Hey, why I said that nigga said, yes, ma'am. God damn, bro. Like, that's crazy, nigga. I'd rather die so I ever in my life switch up on little man. I'm dying. I don't give a damn.
Thug said he would rather die than switch up on his people, all right? And Thug goes on to say, Gunna made it cool for everyone to take a plea. Now, this is before Thug got his plea. So it's cool when you do it to Yak Gotti, who's still facing his charges, and Thug actually pled guilty to gang charges, whereas Gunna took an Alfred plea. It's cool when Thug does it, but when Gunna does it, nah, it's all wrong. It breaks his heart. He would rather die. A few months down the line, Thug doing the exact same thing to Yak Gotti and Shanna Stillwell.
Man, we ain't never a part of the same goddamn organization, music group. We ain't got to be a part of none of that. I ain't no switch up on that. I be beating with you and still don't switch up though.
Well, God.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't respect it, bro. Nigga, you took a plea first, so you never made it cool for everybody else to take a plea, nigga. Like, I don't respect it.
So now he's blaming Gunner for Umfunk taking the plea. He's saying you made it cool for everyone else to take a plea. But when Thug took a plea before Yak Gotti, that's cool. That's fine. That's no problems whatsoever, okay? And he goes on to say, all right, and there was a very good point made in this as well that points out even more hypocrisy from Young Thug, all right? He goes on to say, Gunner took the plea. He said the drugs and gun wasn't his in the car. And even Young Thug points out something that a lot of people keep capping. A lot of people saying, Gunner and Thug were in the car. So when Gunner took his plea and said the drugs and the guns in the car weren't mine, he's putting it on Thug. No, there was a third man in the car. Some people have denied this man even existing, but he exists. And you're about to hear Young Thug admit that he exists. And 21 says, well, you had a fool guy. Y'all was supposed to put the charge on the fool guy. 21 actually sticks up for Gunner here. It's very, very, very interesting.
Bro. Oh, that nigga, man, you want Jeffrey Williams in the car? It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He supposed to say that, though, bro.
100%. But
you heard that? Now listen to that again. 21 said straight away, yeah, but he's supposed to say that. He was supposed to say that. Y'all both supposed to say that. You had a full guy. You had a full guy ready to go.
He supposed to say that, though, bro.
100%. But you
that's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on the other shit. He said that wrong. But that, like, nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge shit. It wasn't one of y'all. We supposed to say it was more than us in that car.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what he supposed to say.
That's all I'm saying. Because the DA ain't telling the judge. The DA ain't telling the judge and the jury that it was 3 people in the car.
Oh, there were 3 people. So now you're admitting there are 3 people in the car, right? So Young Thug's excuse now is, the DA is not telling the judge there were 3 people in the car. They're twisting it to make it look like, well, Thug, you could say there were 3 people in the car. You seemingly had a full guy ready to go with this whole situation, okay? And this is nothing new, all right? This is nothing new. People been knowing a third guy was in the car. So just so you know it's real, I'm not capping, even though we just heard him say it, okay? There were 3 people in the car, all right? It was a Maybach, and it's Cedric Jones is facing charges of marijuana and theft by receiving stolen property. Sergio Kitchen's charged with marijuana possession, right? There was another person, drug and gun charges. They had a full guy. They had a full guy ready to go. Apparently, it's okay if you got a full guy ready to go. Okay, this is an even more detailed article. All right. The Cobb County case, along with co-defendant Cedric Jones. All right. They're accused of possession of all of these things. They had a full guy. All right. They arrested all of them. Jones was also accused of felony drug charges when indictments were handed down. All right. So that's it. That's it. There was another guy on the charge. And that's what 21 Savage said it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put it on the full guy. Y'all had a full guy in the car. You had a full guy ready to go. Apparently, that's fine. Okay? So Thug has twisted it to try and make Gunner look worse, when in reality, he's saying, oh, well, the DA doesn't know that there's 3 guys in the car. The facts are the facts. There's another guy in the car that's supposed to be the full guy. So you twisted the narrative to say him saying that it wasn't mine is saying that it's Thug. That's not what's happening. There was another guy in the car, right? And that's been known. So Thug basically just goes on to talk way more shit about Gunner. He says that he has no backbone, all right? He was supposed to... Basically, he just says that Gunner had been to prison and he should have known how to move. Right.
That nigga shit, he took the charge. You just sitting there saying, yeah, man, like he ain't got no backbone.
Yeah.
I don't respect that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no goddamn shit. He ain't been to prison before. Child ain't been to prison. That's the other part I don't get. Like, man, you done been to chain gang.
He ain't been to prison. He been to prison? He ain't been to no damn prison.
Man, Gunner went to prison. And Gunner went to prison.
Really?
Yes, that's why he got kicked out of college. He got caught serving on college campus. He did it.
Young Thug loves to talk about other people selling drugs, doesn't he? He said Gunner got nicked, got arrested for serving drugs on the college campus, and he got arrested for that, and he did time in a chain gang for it. And he's saying he didn't want to go back. He's about to say he didn't want to go back to jail, and they laughing. But Thug just loves to talk hot on other people's drug dealing activities, man. Same thing for Pee Wee Roscoe.
That's why he got kicked out of college. He got caught serving on college campus. He did it.
You don't want to go back? It's like rough for his ass, boy. That shit rough, boy. You gotta get a certain type of nigga. You gotta have real mental strength, boy. Like, niggas don't be having that shit, bro.
So they're saying Gunner ain't got the mental strength to handle the chain gang. Even though he'd been to prison before, they're saying he couldn't handle it this time. That's what they're saying. So next up, okay, 21 basically says that Thug isn't wrong for still hating Gunner, but he basically says, look, you could have, and he's very smart. He says that you could have had a better outcome financially if you just rock with Gunner and you show love to him and you clean this up for him. And Thug says, hell no, Gunner's rap career is over. Even if this album goes #1, he can't drop again. And I'm detecting cap.
Either way, I don't feel like you're wrong. I just be trying to just think of like what be the best outcome of every situation. Like that's how I be thinking. All right, you fucked up, but goddamn, what's the best outcome of this shit? Like
that's but how, like, what's the best outcome though? What's the best outcome of it? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go #1, but that's it. After, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit now.
You got to you hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell her what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. He rapping with them. Ever since he dropped that song, they're like, man, we rapping with him. If you come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but
now that's a bunch of cap, right? So Thug basically says, yeah, even if this album goes #1, right, his career's over. Now that's cap. Gift and a Curse went #3. And then he dropped One of One. One of One debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts with 91,000 first week. He beat Your Business's Business. Beat Your Business's Business. He's still going up and up and up. Thug ain't dropped another album, all right, and his songs ain't hitting like they used to. And then he dropped The Last One, which debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200. To be fair, he dipped down a little bit, but he still surpassed where Thug was. But he's saying his career's over with. Doesn't look like it's over with. Looks like it's still going very strong. So Cap detected for sure. And Thug basically goes on to say, all right, that he basically holds Gunna's career in his hands. And 21 basically said, look, you can save Thug and you can save Gunna and you can make money out of this. Thug says he doesn't want to backtrack because he wants to make himself look good for Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Future, who cut ties with Gunna already. He says he can't backtrack now that those guys have dissed him. He's trying to look tough for Lil Durk. Durk said I could have been part of that recall. I called Thug, told him everybody that I shot. I want to hear that phone call leaking.
Think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers, who I already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas, y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and take a nigga and be on niggas' side after they did what wrong. They can call me.
Yeah,
but
you know what
I'm saying? It's just like I'm slapping y'all.
No.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need with full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize every element of your website.
So Thug says, it's like a slap in the face to Durk and Future and you guys that are already dissing Gunna on my behalf, even though we're orchestrating this whole thing and he ain't really do nothing wrong and I'm lying about my brother's plea. But I can't backtrack and lose face with Durk and the guys. And 21 Savage, he then slithers back into the conversation and says, nah, them guys are wrong for jumping the gun. They should have waited for you. They should have waited for King Slime, please. They should have been on their knees, open mouth, waiting for King Slime to give his opinion on the situation before having their own opinions as men.
I know it ain't because no niggas need to stop jumping the gun. Niggas be like, I don't know, bro. It's
how you call that jumping the gun though?
Cause I'm not doing nothing until I talk to you. Like I told him. You know?
So 21 Savage basically is about to say that he called Gunna when Gunna got out after his plea. And he said straight up to Gunna's, well, to his ears, I guess, not to his face, on the phone, look, I can't rock with you unless Young Thug co-signs it. I cannot rock with you until I've heard from Young Thug. And Young Thug ain't rocking with you, so I ain't rocking with you either.
So he called me when he got out. I told him, look, I can't fuck with you unless Jeff fucking with you. Type shit. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't fucking with you until Jeff says so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like, niggas trying to go at him to get clout. Yes,
so 21's now saying, look, all these guys, Durk and them, all right? That's what he said about Big Durk up in here, man. 21's saying Durk and them and Lil Baby, Pluto, they're just dissing Gunna for clout. They're not really rocking with Young Thug. They're just trying to get a little bit of clout dissing Gunna because it's so cool to diss snitches now. You're trying to ruin this man's life. And 21 Savage points out, all right, hey, he's the one that points out, oh, Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna. Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna. 21, you unfollowed Young Thug, and we all saw it, and then you backtracked. Facts.
They have. Dirk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no.
Hey, you heard it from Thug himself, man. That all the unfollowing, that's just little boy shit, man. Hey, Thug said it, man. Thug, that's just little boy stuff, okay? 21 basically goes on to backtrack once again, all right? He's basically throwing stuff out there to see if Young Thug likes it, and if it doesn't stick, he's pulling it back, okay? What about this? Oh, no, I don't believe that, yeah. Why don't you, like, patch it up with Gunna? Because you're kind of in the wrong, and Gunna didn't really do nothing wrong. Oh, no, okay, well, King Slime says goes, okay, no, fuck Gunna. Let me get the album, man. Send me those songs.
That's still yeah, but that's still what your position is, bro. I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped the gun.
But they were supposed to have a conversation with you for they anything. That's what I look at it.
So Thug is basically about to say, well, Lil Baby didn't jump the gun. He actually called me immediately and basically asked me, should I sever ties and basically be a dick to Gunna? Please, King Slime, we'll do anything you say. Oh, I can't do anything. I can't tie my shoes without Big Jeffrey telling me which fucking lace to start with. And he said, Lil Baby called me immediately and checked in and just said, oh, what should my opinion be on this before forming my own opinion as a man? What are we doing? Are we putting our foot on Gunner's neck and trying to ruin his career for no reason, for jealousy? Is that what we did? Okay.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham. So we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? I'm like, hell no. He's like, all right, say less. Say less. Thanks. I'm like, off top. Soon it happened. G off hit me.
Yeah, but you still at Betty party though. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, that was good. Like, he pushed up on me knowing he was beating with a rat.
So now they're laughing. They're basically saying, yeah, but then Lil Baby was still at QCP's party and QCP's a rat. And then Thug's laughing. He said, yeah, on Gunna's song, he said, how are you pushing up on me, but you doing business with a rat? Listen, man, you guys need to grow up. That's what I'll say. You guys need to grow up, okay? Now, Thug basically goes on to say that Lil Baby apparently didn't know that QCP was a rat when he got into business with him. And now Thug says, well, if you're making money, if you got on a play running with people, then it's okay if you didn't know there was a rat and then you find out. It's hypocritical, right? Because why can't you give Gunna the same grace? But when Lil Baby's got a situation with QCP, oh, yeah, but he was getting money with him before he found out he was a rat, so that's fine. Hypocritical, because you can't give Gunna the same battle.
I respect about Buddy is, Buddy probably didn't know nothing about that before he started fucking with a nigga, and then a nigga really helped him. A nigga really took him where he needed to go, you know what I mean? So it's like, you didn't fuck with a nigga on a business tip. You see what I'm saying?
He said a business tip. He said, you guys are rocking with each other on a business tip, so ratting doesn't matter. You know, I couldn't possibly do business with Gunna. I'm just on some hater stuff. I'm trying to ruin his career because he got out and got in the gym. But it's okay when Lil Baby does it for QCP. It's okay. This is why Gunna, he thinks everybody's, this is why Young Thug, he thinks everybody's stupid. And he just thinks, nah, I'm King Slime. Everyone should just bow down to me and whatever I say. Selective politicking. No, it's cool if Baby's doing business with a snitch because they be getting money together, but it's not cool if you do something with Gunna because I'm getting 50% of his career. It's nonsense, bro. It's nonsense. And this is when 21 Savage says, why can't Thug do the same with Gunna for money? He points out he's smart. 21 Savage is a smart cookie, but then he never stands on his points. He never presses the issue. As soon as Thug just comes up with a nonsensical response, 21 says, okay, boss. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, you the boss. You the King Slime. All right, we all bow down to you. I'm going to just get down with whatever you think is the one to do.
I can respect his situation.
And that's what I'm telling you. I feel like you should.
But what I'm telling you is, if that it make you a rat too. If you fuck with him because I told him to do that. I can't tell no nigga to snitch. You can't get on the phone and tell me, hey bro, hey, yeah, take that plea. But man, you better take that plea. And the police saying tell. The police saying tell something, even though it's 100% lie. The police saying I feel like it ain't no difference if I get on the internet, if I do anything to say I told him to do that. Real nigga still gonna be like, fuck, you told. I don't give a fuck who told you to do it. Ain't no nigga to tell you to tell.
Now, he's saying, can't nobody tell you to tell? But he tweeting that he told his brother to do that. So that's cap, that's hypocrisy. But this also contradicts the entire Pee Wee Roscoe narrative, because when Pee Wee Roscoe hopped on live with the wallet chain around his neck, he said, yeah, Thug did what he was supposed to do. He said he hopped in there, said, tell the police that, we sold Lil Wayne marijuana. What? It completely contradicts. Thug said that Roscoe said that it's cool for Thug to do all that talking in the interrogation room. And now Thug's saying, no, it's not cool. You can't, even if it's a lie, even if you're taking a plea and it's a lie and you told somebody else to take the plea, that doesn't count. That's still telling. Well, what's this? What is this? He's just too deep. He just keeps digging the hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's just getting crazy. It's just getting embarrassing at this point.
Like, that's why my brother told me to do that. Nigga, I can't say, man, Savage to be in a motherfucking case together. God forbid.
So he basically, you heard what he just said. He said, oh, my brother's saying that I told him to do that. Man, that's not true. That makes me a rat. If that makes you a rat, then what's this? Right?
I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that, but I'm like, shit, what the hell, that's gonna change? Savage still gonna look at you like, well, you a motherfucking rat.
So he just said, all right, initially, and this is why you can tell that he's a snake and he was really just jealous of Gunna. He says, all right, initially I was just going to see it as cool and just let it go and just say, well, what's it going to change in the trial? But then he's saying, nah, because everyone else, Savage and Dirk and them, they're already looking at you like a rat. So I kind of have to show face with those tough guys and just ride with what they're saying. I'm just going to have to destroy your life, even though I don't even truly believe that you told on me. I'm just going to have to rock with this to show up for the other goons in Atlanta and in Chicago and all that kind of stuff, okay? Now, 21 goes on to say that he still thinks that Thug would be better off keeping Gunna's career going and keeping Gunna clean of the situation. But in the same breath, he says, I respect your position if you don't want to do that. 21's Thug kind of trips himself up, and he basically says nobody committed crimes and that Gunna made it a case by
got a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.